It's not just politics, it's people's lives. Thank you.
My name is John Dallas. I'm not here as a representative from the Georgia Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities to testify, but I'm here as a former caregiver to a person with disabilities. I took care of my mother who passed away last year for 8 years. My mother she came to terms with the fact that she was an amputee. She came to terms with the fact that she was visually impaired, that she had congestive heart failure and hypertension. But one thing that my mother never came to terms with was the fact that she could never use the bathroom in my home. I moved my mother into my home in the last 4 years of her life, and she could never accept the fact that she had to relieve herself in the same room that she slept in. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to testify, because accessible, affordable, integrated housing is not just an American right, it is a basic human right. The basic human right to relieve yourself in privacy, not in the same room where you sleep, not in the living room, but in a bathroom, as do all people who are non-disabled. Right, so that's one of the things I want to impress upon you. I want to also impress upon you something else, as an African American. If African Americans were forced somehow or steered to live in particular neighborhoods, there would be an outcry. The country would say that we cannot tolerate the segregation. But what is it when you have persons with disabilities who, because of their disabilities, are forced to live in particular places? They don't have the options that other people have. They must live here, there, wherever they can scrounge up housing that is affordable, accessible, and integrated, which is almost nowhere for the most part when you look at it as a percentage of the housing that's available. So when ADAPT says integrated housing, what they're saying to the nation is that as the state of housing exists today for people with disabilities, it is segregated. But again, I impress upon the two representatives from HUD that if African Americans could only live in certain places, that it would be called segregation. And it is a de facto segregation for people with disabilities in this country. So I really ask the representatives from HUD, please consider that when you're reformulating your policies on vouchers, on funding, that we must end the segregation of people with disabilities from the community in general, for the good of not only for people with disabilities and for their loved ones, but for our whole society. And thank you for your time.